being celebrated around the world, but how does his family feel about it? Let's talk to Madiba's great-grandson, Luvuyo Mandela. Very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us this morning. What do the Mandelas do on Mandela Day?
Good morning. We do have a number of different events planned, but generally we do spend some time with him as it is his birthday. But as us encouraging the rest of South Africa and the world to spend 67 minutes, we do have a number of different initiatives that people are participating in today.
Now, you've just mentioned that it does get a little bit personal as well, because after all, he is your great-grandfather and you do see him as well and wish him well. What do the Mandelas do when they celebrate an occasion? Do you guys, do you have a braai? That's something I've always wondered. Do you have braais like anybody else? What do you do to celebrate?
Well, we are a class of people and there's a lot of meat eating. So there's ulusu, which is our favorite. Whenever we go down to Kunu, there's umamqoliso. We'll prepare ulusu, and that doesn't spend more than 10 minutes on the table. I think would be too much. And just enjoying the basic and the simple things of us getting around the table and just chit-chatting and catching up.
There's the simple things, but there's also that notion that he is this global icon. When did it first hit you that my grandfather is not, my great-grandfather, I should say, is not just my own, he belongs to the world, and he's this global icon? When did it first come to your attention that, wait a minute, something more is happening here?
I don't think it has fully hit me. I think there's a number of experiences that I can speak to. I was recently in Paris and it was the strangest thing in terms of having people that can barely string an English sentence together, and all of a sudden when they hear I'm from South Africa, the very next question is, oh, Nelson Mandela. And that was an incredible experience. I think the first time I realized how important he is when I got to take time off of school. Now, everyone knows how important education is to my great-grandfather, and also likewise how important it is to our family. And to be told that we're taking Friday off to go on a train and go down to Cape Town was incredible to me. And I think that's the first time I realized, wow, this guy is a big deal.
And taking a look at some of the visuals that you've seen, I mean, you were here at the beginning of the show, you saw people singing Happy Birthday Madiba from all over the world. How does that make you feel?
It's humbling, to say the least. I think knowing that so many people admire and care for someone that is in your family and someone that has taken time to dedicate his life to something he believes in will inspire you to find something that you believe in, and hopefully you can do something good as well.
And just speaking to one or two of the people who've had the privilege of meeting Madiba, everybody talks about his sense of humor and just how funny he really is, how he'd walk around in the office. Zelda Legrand just saying to us how he walks around in the office and say, where's your boyfriend, and who's doing this and who's doing that? Tell us a bit of some jovial moments that you've had with him.
I think the funnier moment is when one of my friends came to visit, and now, again, we were having dinner and there was prawns on the table, and another thing that doesn't last very long when it's on the table. And my friend doesn't eat seafood. And Granddad sat there pensively looking at this guy, and then finally he went and said, so whose son are you? Basically saying, you can't be one of mine if you're not digging into the prawns like everyone else. And just a variety of different things. I mean, we're all working individuals, and the first question he'll ask is, both jokingly and also out of care, is, have you eaten when you walk in home? And if he's having a meal, he'll insist that you sit down and actually join him for a meal, whether or not you've just come back from a lunch meeting or anything like that.
I take it food is an important thing in the Mandela family, just kidding.
Well, it gives you energy to get through the day, so.
Xhosa men and their meat. Let's leave it there for now. Can't come between the two. Thanks again for joining us, and we wish your great-grandfather well as he's in hospital. Thanks again for your time, Madiba's great-grandson, Luvuyo Mandela.
News that moves. eNCA.com.